Morning, guys and gals. Froggy here. It is almost July of 2024, and I have not put any refrigerant into this truck since, Jesus, 2018, I think, whatever the last video I did. Anyway, it's blowing warm now, and it's almost July, so I got to top it off again. That's R132. I paid $60 for that tank. That'll fill up about 25 cars or trucks, top them off. And they sell those little bitty cans at Walmart for about 15 or 20 bucks. So bulk discount, if you will, or retail screwing people. I don't know, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call that. Anyway, I have a manifold. I'm going to show you real quick how you use that. I'm weighing this cylinder. You're supposed to go by weight. And see if it's still got the weight on there. I'm gonna have to lift it up again. I'm gonna have to unload it. Hold on. Okay, we got 24.8 pounds there. I'm gonna add about a pound and a half maybe. I don't think this AC system is totally dead. But it's definitely low on refrigerant. And the only thing I'm not going to do, which I would suggest maybe you do this, is add some PAG oil, PAG oil. And there's a couple of videos on how to do that. One is White Trash Mechanic, I think is the guy's handle. And I'm not doing that. I probably should do that, but I don't have any PAG oil right now. So maybe I'll do that after I do this in a separate video. Anyway, let's hook this up. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail of how this manifold works. You can look at my previous video and it will give you more detail. Make sure these are both shut off, close, connect this. Make sure everything's tight because there's a lot of little connections here and you're transferring a gas. Okay, I've got the tank on now and there's no leaks here, so we've got pressure to here. I'm going to bleed this a little bit just to get any air out of this. I'm sorry I got out of frame there, very sorry. I'm bleeding this. Come on, there. I'm just bleeding that a little bit off, and make sure everything is tight. Okay, now I'm going to make these two connections, this one and this one. This is an '02 Suburban, by the way. They are different sizes, smaller, bigger, so you can't get them confused. Would have been nice if they put colors on the caps or something, but anyway, what do I know? I'm not an engineer at General Motors, so different sizes at least. And there's no leaks there. The car's not running right now, but I'm gonna hook it up. Okay, so when you go to hook this up, those are quick disconnect connections, and this manifold just has the quick disconnect pieces in storage on the ends. So you take that off and you screw the hose here. This is just storage, and you take this off, screw the hose there. So the quick disconnect pieces go on to your system. Okay, retract the little plunger before you try to connect it. So lefty-loosey, take the plunger up out of the way, and then when you're going to inject the refrigerant, you're going to turn it the other way. So there's air in these lines now. So I'm going to crack open the tank, and before I do anything over there, I'm just going to bleed a little bit out of these. I'm going to loosen these and bleed a little refrigerant out of these. I guess another way I could do it is to open up the high and low over there and bleed them over here, and I guess it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But I'm going to bleed these a little bit, just a little puff. I couldn't show you that, but I righty-tighty to open up those valves, both of them, and then I just use my pliers and I loosened up a little bit here and loosened up a little bit here. So that blew the air out with the refrigerant forcing the air out. So now I've got all purged lines. Now the only thing I haven't done, and I'm just going to recap this for you, I didn't evacuate the system. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. I didn't do that because the system was not totally empty. The reason you evacuate is to get any moisture out of the system. The other thing I didn't do is I didn't add any PAG oil because the compressor's still cycling on and off. So I think the PAG oil is okay, but I should probably add a little PAG oil. Anyway, full disclosure. So now I'm going to start the car up and I'm going to add some refrigerant and we'll see if it gets colder. Okay, we're at 26.9. Everything is shut on the high side. We're adding to the low. So refrigerant is coming up here. This is open. And let's make sure this is open here. Yeah, it feels cold, so I think I'm getting some in there. There's my readings. It's the 134A. It's the blue scale, which is very similar to the black scale actually. The high pressure is closed, so I don't think I'm getting any reading there. I'm going to open up the high and see if I get a reading there. Okay, I'm opening up the high. I can hear the AC compressor cycling. Yeah, I don't like this damn scale here. Sorry. I'm gonna have to lift it up and down again. Okay, at 26.0. So what's that? I have to go back and look. I've got the tank shut off now. It's cooler inside, but it's not icy cold. I think I'm going to try to add another half a pound, 3/4 of a pound. So I'm going to open up the tank again and everything is open on this end, so it should be sucking in some coolant. The trouble with this damn scale is it doesn't give you a continuous reading. It times itself out, so I have to keep lifting it up and taking the weight off and resetting it. Sorry about that. Okay, I just shut off the tank, so we're getting, when the compressor's running, 80 on the low, 100 on the high, and when the compressor shuts off, it's like 55 on the low, and 60 on the high. It feels pretty cold inside. I'll take a reading. Yeah, I'll take a reading if I can find my thermometer. I'm just going to let this run for a second. So we're getting about 80 degrees on my shaded driveway. $115 on my sunny driveway. Oops. $73 there. $76 there. I think I got better last time. It feels cold, but doesn't feel icy cold. And I'm not sure if the temperature of this plastic is the right way to do it anyway. But it's definitely colder than what it was before I started. I think the last time I did this, I was getting like 55 or 60. Oh, see, now that's getting colder. Well, anyway, I'm going to call it good. I spent enough time on this project. Remember, I am not a mechanic. Do this at your own risk. Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Ring the bell if you want notification. Be safe, have fun. Froggy out. Let's go, Brandon.